guys have a warehouse full of furniture. You own this furniture. You go out and specifically select different pieces all the way down to, the trinkets that you put on shelves, just to make sure that you have the right flavor for the right space, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because Josh and I were talking about this on the drive over here today. A lot of other stagers that we see, we look at their work and they use very generic furniture. They may own 2 sets of furniture and they just alternate it out house to house. And we like to curate a collection for each individual home. There was one house that we did up in Johnson that we really just zoned in on a couple of certain rooms. And we really gave the house a personal feel. The dining room, kitchen had a wood burning stove, and together Josh and I decided we're going to call this the gathering room. And we put in a couple of lounge chairs and a small table, and it turned into the heart of the home with some very personal items and artwork or whatever. And the home buyer connects with that. Instead of just seeing the house as a commodity, they see it as a place where they could live and spend the rest of their lives.
Well, I always thought Allan Paradise is home staging with a story. And I love the fact that you guys have a story with every room. And when you get to when you sit down and meet with either the home flippers who renovated the space and had a vision, or you sit down with the homeowners who might be having a hard time disconnecting from the house, you guys literally are almost like therapists in some senses. And then the other sense, you're like artists, and you put it all together and you allow for buyers to connect on an emotional level. And emotions are what sell residential real estate. Okay. Mm-hmm. And when you're able to connect as a buyer walking in and, and they're like, honey, we want this place. And they turn around and they see there's 10 other people looking at the same place. Let me tell you something that drives up the demands. There's a couple other things that maybe you guys haven't considered what actually happens because of the fruit of your labor. And this also helps out homeowners. Okay. Number one, when people are walking through, no home is perfect, right? So when they're looking, when a home is not staged, what are they doing? They're looking, they're seeing all the defects. They're like, look at that, that's chipped. Look at that light fixture's broken. Look at this, that. When the home is staged, what happens?
We're highlighting the features. We're showing the good.
Exactly.
We're showing the fireplace. We're showing the built-ins. We're showing the great view out the windows or the hardwood floors. We're romancing and enhancing the positive features of the home.
Even appraisers, and they're like, no, I'm telling you, homes appraise at a higher price when they're freshly painted, okay? And when people walk in and they're clean and they smell nice and they're staged. I don't care what anybody says. You show me a home that is dirty, has dirty paint, and is not staged, and that home is going to appraise lower than one that isn't. I promise you that.
Absolutely.